Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. In this lesson, we are going to learn two new interrogative pronouns. First, we are going to learn whose, and then we are going to go over which. In the previous lesson, we learned about the possessives in Persian. If you don't feel too confident about them, I recommend you to go over that lesson first and watch that one so you can understand this lesson a lot easier. And then we also in other previous lessons we learned so far these interrogative pronouns. So in this lesson we are going to learn two new interrogatives, so we can add two new interrogatives to this table. So let's start first by pronouncing the interrogatives. So which is کدام, but in the informal spoken language is pronounced کدوم. Now let's go to whose. Whose is ki or مال کی. Also ki, we have learned ki already before in one of the previous lessons, and we said that it means who. But when the noun before that, when we add an ezafe to the noun before that, then the meaning changes from who to whose. So this is the ezafe. It's very important here because it changes the meaning of the interrogative. And also we use maliki to either emphasize on the ownership or to avoid repeating the noun. Now let's see how we can form questions by using the interrogative pronouns ki and maliki. So we have an example here. We want to say whose book is this? And in English you start with the interrogative whose. But in Farsi again we need to start with the subject. It's like literally we need to say something like this book whose is. So we're going to start with this book, and this book is in kitab. Then comes the interrogative, so ki. But it's very important to add ezafe to kitab, because if we do not add ezafe, then the meaning of this interrogative here is going to be who, not whose. So to change it to whose, we need to add ezafe to the noun before that. And then the verb hast. So in kitabe ki hast. But now we want to put more emphasis on the ownership. Then we need to use the possessive pronoun mal. We have already learned this in the previous lesson. All right, so it's going to go as in کتاب مال کی هست. So in کتاب, no اضافه here, مال کی هست. So here the possessive pronoun mal will get an اضافه. But now what if we don't want to repeat the noun kitab again? We don't want to repeat the noun book, and we want to say whose is this? Then we drop kitab, and it's going to go as in مال کی هست. Let's go over another example. So here we want to say whose sandwich is this? So sandwich is the same word in Farsi, but the only thing, the pronunciation is different. We say sandwich. All right, so now in order to form this question, we need to start with the subject. So this sandwich. In ساندویچ کی هست? Again, we need to have اضافه here, but the اضافه is implied. We don't write it down, but we still need to pronounce it. So one more time, in ساندویچ کی هست? Or a little bit more informal, in ساندویچ کیه? Or now we want to put more emphasis on the ownership. So it's going to be in ساندویچ مال کی است? So no ezafe here, but we need an ezafe here, male. A little bit more informal is in sandwich male kiye. But now we don't wanna repeat the noun sandwich again. We wanna see whose is this. So in this case, we just need to get rid of the noun sandwich. So in male kiye. The answer is this is my daughter's sandwich. So daughter is دختر. این ساندویچ دخترم است. So remember اضافه here. A little bit more informal is این ساندویچ دخترمه. By putting more emphasis on the ownership. این ساندویچ مال دخترم است. Or این ساندویچ مال دخترمه. Now we don't want to repeat sandwich again. We want to say this is my daughter's. So we get rid of ساندویچ. این مال دخترمه. Or این مال دخترم است. We finished with the interrogative whose. So now we are going to be looking at the interrogative pronoun which in Farsi is pronounced کدام, and then in a spoken informal language is pronounced کدوم. Now let's see how we can form questions by using the interrogative کدام. So here we have an example. We want to say which book is Mina's. In English we start with the interrogative. In Persian, we can also start with the interrogative. That's one option. So it's like literally, we can say something like, which Vina's book is, which is very close to this version of the English one. So very close to which one is Mina's book, except that the verb in Persian is at the end. So this sentence is, کدام کتاب مینا هست. One more time. کدام کتاب مینا هست. So this is one option. The other option is to start with the subject. So we first start with کتاب مینا and then کدام هست. کتاب مینا کدام هست. Let's see an example. First we want to ask which soup is yours, and the word for soup is just soup. کدام سوپ تو, or in a bracket, سوپت هست. We have learned in the previous lesson that we can use the attached possessive adjectives to show ownership and possession. And a little bit more informal version of this sentence is کدام becomes کدوم and سوپت becomes سوپت, and with the contraction with هست becomes سوپته. So کدوم سوپته. Or we can also use مال here and be like کدام سوپ مال تو هست. Which the informal is کدوم سوپ مال توست. Or if you just don't want to repeat the noun soup anymore and we want to say which is yours, then we just need to drop soup. کدام مال تو هست. Or کدوم مال توست. And the answer is we want to say that is my soup. So آن سوپ من هست. The informal is اون سوپ منه. But now we want to use the possessive pronoun مال and we want to say that soup is mine. آن سوپ مال من است. So now there's a little bit more emphasis on the ownership. The informal is اون سوپ مال منه. And now we just want to get rid of, sorry, not mine. Now we want to get rid of the noun and we want to say that is mine. So it's going to read as آن مال من هست or اون مال منه. Now let's go over some important points that you need to know for this lesson, and also please remember to like the video, to subscribe to my channel, and to share this video. A good point that you need to know is that the interrogative which can also be used in this format as you see here. So which, one of, and then instead of the article de, we can have other determiners or we can have a pronoun. And then the noun has to be plural. So it's the Persian one is also kind of the same. So which, and then one of, because the preposition as either means of or it also means from, which here means of. And then the noun has to be in plural. For example, we want to ask which one of the soft drinks is yours. So soft drink is نوشابه. So here we need to make it plural. کدام یکی از نوشابه ها مال تو است. So again, کدام is which one of یکی از and then soft drinks plural noun and then is yours. Another question, for another example, we want to ask which one of these bags are yours. So these bags is in کیف ها. So it's going to go as کدام یکی از این کیف ها مال شما است. We reached the end of this lesson. If you like this video and you found it helpful, please like, subscribe to my channel and share this video. Your support is greatly appreciated. خدا حافظ.